Good morning, it's 11:04 a.m. And now I'm going to give you guys a little tutorial how I got the signal to buy in at a low price. Okay? Okay, first of all, the first thing you have to do is, since the market maker is manipulating the price, right? You see his trade 1757.49, 1757.50, it'll 1757. You see these? These are the market makers trades. This one up here has another trade embedded in it. Okay. In other words, there's another trader posting at the same price, so the market size is going to be off compared to the other one. Okay. But these are the market makers trades. Now, what I'm doing after I discovered how he's manipulating it, now I discovered he's manipulating it, is very easy. Coinbase told me those two trades are the market makers. I have that on the letter stated here. That letter was given to another division of the New York Department of Financial Services Thursday. I had a meeting with the Department of Financial Services. The first key was to present how I found the market makers manipulating the price of Litecoin. Plus, they want to know how the market was crashed by the 21,000 on June 3rd, the Bitcoin market. I gave them half of the evidence that I have, because I followed the whole thing all the way through, though I don't mention it because I'm more concerned about LTC. I do have that. I storehouse information and market activity. That's what I do. Now, I told them, look, if you want the market activity and the proof, you have to, I help you, you got to help me. So I told them that Thursday. You take care of Litecoin, this instance of Litecoin, and I will hand over all the data on the Bitcoin dump on June 3rd. Okay, see, we come to an accord, an understanding. Okay, so here we go now. You figure out the distance of each trade from the mid-market price, right? Okay, you see it's 57 cents away. Still not 40 to 44 cents. Then you do the other side. We'll say 35. And this, you could see which way the market maker intends to move the market. And it's down, I can tell you that right now, by just looking in the exposed order book. You could see his sell side, his buy side is out of sight. You could barely see it. It's on the bottom there, 71.43. So I could tell you right now the price is going to go down. Now you could see these are out of whack, right? They're supposed to be equidistant, 40 to 44 cents. Since he has the sell side closer to the mid-market price, he wants the price to go down. If it's the buy side that's closer to the mid-market price, he wants it to go up. That's how I'm figuring out. Now, if you want to see which price he intends to hit, right? You want to put a bid in, and you want to catch this. Unless, of course, he moves those walls. You got to recalculate again. So now you figure out the average, 72.82, which is inner, and then you add in the outer one, 71.43. What the hell am I doing? Plus, right? And you just simply divide it by 2. So you can expect the price to go down. That's the same price he had the other day, 72.13. Now let's see the RSI. He just barely bounced off the RSI, right? And oversold, right? He bounced off the 30. So we're going to go up now. But he is still going to toy with it. You know what I'm saying? He's going to run it a little sideways and mess with it a little bit. You could see we got a lot large wicks on these red candles. So, and I even got a little wick on this green one. It's a hammer right now, so probably will go up. So that's how I'm basically doing my trading, by figuring out what the market maker is doing that day. Because you see, people, Coinbase would like you to believe that the market maker is moving his trades as a reaction to the trade history, the rest of us. But there's no volume actually coming in here to base that on, okay? And he's not, the market maker is not following the market. If you pay close attention, there'll be no activity in his book and he'll still move his trades. That's not reacting to market activity. That's you creating a market activity by moving those two trades. That's what he's doing. This guy is manipulating everybody's spots, buys, sells, triggering stop losses. He's making Coinbase a lot of money. Matter of fact, if he wasn't in this market, I doubt Coinbase would make any money on Litecoin in fees at all. So now we'll sit here. And what I've been doing is like, okay, I have how low it's going to go based on his walls, right? So then I'm prepared to buy. I did this yesterday. Okay? Now, when I did it, I calculated where it was going, but I was like, nah, I can't go that low. So I put in my bid at 72.50. I could have done a little better because the formula was showing me that it was going to go down to 72.50, but I was like, nah, no way, no way. I put my feelings in front of the math. I could have got in at a lower price. I could have got in at 71.53 if I would have put the feelings aside and just looked at the math. The math was telling me that, but I didn't want to believe it. So that's how I'm trading. Yesterday I did it. I actually dumped at 75, right? Just for starters, I had a few coin left over out of my batch. I dumped it off. I waited till the price went down as I thought it was going to go down. Well, I should have followed it and I would have came up more ahead. And I actually ended up now buying in and actually having more coin now. Now, I'm waiting for the upswing up and then I'm going to jump it. And now on the upswing up, I cannot tell you that. I can just tell by looking at the market when it's pretty much done, hitting the top, when you start seeing these repetitive wicks pumping out of the candles. You know, you get a few of those, that should tell you, hey, that's all there is. Just like it does on the buy side, when you're looking to see what price that you're going to buy at, so does it matter when you sell. You know, where you buy in at on the red, you buy in the red, you sell on the green. So when you see these series or wicks, that should send you a signal. Yeah, it's not going to go any higher. Get out. Now you're looking to buy on the buy side. You start watching this going down, and then when you start seeing the wicks, that's a signal for you to start come back in, right? And I calculated all of that using my formulas. You see, I knew where the price was going to go before it actually happened because I have the calculations. I know the manipulators' modus operandi. Okay, now let's check it again. We want to see what condition we're in. What's the difference in price between these two from the mid-market price? Now it's heavily 40%, I would say, difference between these two mid-market prices. He wants to guide it down. Now you want to see if he's going to start bringing it up. You have to unfortunately stay here and do math calculations. You don't have to stay here like I would say do it every half an hour. Go off and do something, come back. Now we have to recalculate our position again. Well, actually, the market maker's position, not our position. So we see it's at 73.02, right? Already we see that this price has been brought up, 73.02. You see that? It was 72.82. Now it's 73.02. So that right away shows me that we're already in the phase to go up. Right? Now look, it's 71 cents away. Remember, it was 57 cents away. He's removing the sell-off pressure. Remember, that's the largest trade in open order book. That trade moves, it moves the market, at least on Coinbase. Now we have to find the other trade. All right? It's buried in here. 71.70. Now it's the opposite way. So what do you think is going to happen, people? Anybody raise your hand. Now it's the opposite way. He's putting his buy side closer to the mid-market price than the sell side. We should start seeing the price increasing. You see how that switched up really, Cat? We figured out when a downside 72.13. Now, you see how it's going up now instead of down? Now we're going to figure out what's his intention. Clear it. $71.70. That equals, and you divide it by 2. 72.36. You see, not a large increase. Now look at the price. Now after I just calculated it, look where the price is headed to. Now you can see the math is not lying. 72.36. Can you see now? Can you understand? To most people, if you don't understand anything, I'll help you with it. But this is what I found. Now, being one of moral conscience, I didn't want to 72.36. And that'll be the high line unless he moves those trades. You can also do it another way. Since the market maker is projecting the price, you could do what I call a quick glance over. You see? Look, we got a green. You see? Now, if you want to do a quick glance over, you look at the 73.02, you minus 30 cents from that. Right? That'd be 72.70. That's the highest that wall will allow it. It's always kept 30 cents below the sell wall. So this should go potentially higher. Are you following me here, people? Let's see, he's got two, you got to watch the manipulators' trades, the market makers' trades, because he's got other ways of moving his price. He could just leave one wall at one price and bring this down. It will bring the price down and then snap it back and the price goes back up. I've seen him do it. It's the same way he could do it on the buy side. He could snap that buy side up higher. It'll run up the price and then he puts it back where it was before in its original position and the price goes back down. He could do either way, manipulating the market. And a lot of people will say, well, the market maker is allowed to post trades as long as they're equidistant. Well, you have to remember, these trades aren't equidistant. If it's not equidistant, this one's about 50% closer than this one. You see this one? You see this one? This one's 20 cents closer. That's a lot out of 71 cents, percentage-wise. That's a third. I'm looking at it 60. So you're talking about 10% price difference, at least 10 to 15%. That's a lot. So now you can see how I'm doing this. It's like watching one of those. This is like a professional wrestling match, and we all know professional wrestling matches aren't real. So now you can see how I'm doing it, how I actually expanded my Litecoin holdings. And I'm going to do it again today. Why not? Nobody seems to give a shit. So let's see. Now let's see what he's going to do now. You're sitting here, you're day trading, you're monitoring the market, you want to make some quick money. Again, you keep track of his prices. You got the last ones here. 73.02, 71, 73.02 being the top one. He's still got it at 73.02. You see that? He's not going to really move the price much. And look where it's going again. You see? We calculated it, the mid-market price. The highest, if another party came in here right now and tried to push up the price, he'll only allow it to go 30% below his wall, and then he'll he'll react to it, and then he'll drive it back down to his projected mid-market price or created mid-market price. This is very easy to see. So you see he's got 73.02. There's no volume for this market maker to react on Saturday morning, but yet you see him moving his trades. 71.70. You see? He hasn't moved his prices. Now, even if it goes up a penny, he's supposed to be making sure his prices are equidistant. He hasn't done any of that. And the reason why he hasn't done any of that, because we all know, and now the New York Department of Financial Services knows, that he's manipulating the market. They're after this guy big time. They're after him, believe me. The New York Department of Financial Services don't tell you to come down to their Manhattan office for no reason whatsoever at all, and then turn around and tell you we find this all interesting. After we get done with this, we'd be pleased if you'd come back so we can ask you further questions. And after what I gave him after I left, with the 25,160 Bitcoin crash that went through Coinbase, and I was able to show him the wallets where it came from, and the wallet that received it on Coinbase, which is only half the story. I also got the funds leaving, and Coinbase knows whose account that is. They know what he did was illegal, but it made the money, so they'll overlook it. They're running this thing like Twitch. Like, Twitch, where certain parties on Twitch will do something, since they're a big money maker or a partner. You see, this is the same thing. They could basically burn somebody at the stake alive, and Twitch will overlook it and say, oh, no, it's really no problem. Twitch has admitted it. This is what you got. This market maker is a partner with Coinbase. He's a partner in the business. So they're going to overlook his manipulation of the market because it generates fees for Coinbase, and this guy gets paid for providing liquidity. It's a win-win situation for both of them. But in every situation where somebody wins, there has to be a loser. Guess who the loser is? Raise your hand. Come on, raise your hand. Don't be afraid. You got all of these people like Crypto Capital Venture. By the end of the month, this is going to be $140. This thing is lucky if it can hold $70. The way the market maker's beating on it. You have to watch his prices. 71.70, he hasn't moved it. But yet, you see, this is what's really bad. He's supposed to be moving his prices equidistant. We just watched it go from 27 cents to 33 cents. He hasn't moved any of his trades. He hasn't moved one of them. Let's see the other one. No, he hasn't moved them. You could see. all that whole statement they gave to the New York Department of Financial Services is a lie. Now look, now the price is stitched down. He hasn't moved his trades to keep up with the market. It's all a lie. It's a lie. The 40 to 44 cent story they gave out, it's just what it is. It's a lie. Don't worry, people. If he doesn't move his walls in the price, this is just a temporary glitch. 71, still 71.70. See, 71.70. 73.02. He hasn't really moved his walls. That will just go back up to 72.36. It's just probably another trader who's thinking that this is going to go down, so they're dumping. See? He'll let you trade in his sandbox. You understand what he did? He'll let you play in your sandbox. You know, this is supposed to be a trip at the beach where you get as much sand as you want. You go short or short if you want. But instead, this guy turned the market into his private sandbox. You want to play in the sand, you got to play between his two walls. See, what did I tell you? How many times do I have to get this right before people understand? How am I guessing all this stuff? Am I guessing it? Am I getting lucky? Is my math getting lucky? Is that what you're telling me? I'm doing this today to show you. You can take advantage of it while it lasts. And you can make some money off of it. So that's the end of my lesson. So you follow the market. You know what the market manipulators trades, where they are. You know how he's moving them, and you can figure which direction he's pushing the market. And based on that information, you can use it to trade to your advantage. So that's all I got for you guys today. Good. And good luck on your trading. This is the best I could do to help everybody. I wish I could help you more.